Welcome to PowerCat Live. I'm here with Tulsi Keshkamat. She is the Group Program Manager on Power Apps for Teams. Tulsi, how long have you been working on Power Apps, and what was your career journey in Microsoft getting here?
Hi, Phil. It's lovely to be here today with PowerCat. I've been on Power Apps for Teams with this charter for about 8 months now. So we made the product Dataverse for Teams generally available close to the end of last year. I've been part of that journey, and I've been at Microsoft for over a decade. And in that time, I have worn multiple hats: developer, product manager, and so on. The thing that has excited me most is working with customers. So that's what has brought me here.
Dataverse for Teams was created through customer input, right? So tell us a little bit
Absolutely.
about what Dataverse for Teams is and how it came to be.
Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit of the story behind it. In November of 2019, Power Apps added the ability to add Power Apps to Teams. And we immediately started seeing good pickup. We started seeing customers like Telstra, like PayPal actually
Yeah.
jump on that bandwagon and start using apps in Teams. And the commonality there was they were using it to allow their users to find data, to be able to access information without having to leave context, and so on. Now, fast forward to March 2020 when we hit the pandemic,
Right.
and everybody's world changed, and a lot of us started working remotely. And for many of us, that meant living and breathing in Teams. So that's where we started following the lead from our customers and seeing what they were doing, which was using Power Apps and Power Platform broadly, in fact, on Teams.
Mhm.
And then we wanted to really do more there and accelerate that journey. And that's how we started working on Dataverse for Teams. So it wasn't really an idea that we came up with, it was very much driven by where our customers led us.
And so the Dataverse for Teams is more than just embedding a Power Apps in Team, which is how this originated from listener customers. So how is it different, and why would someone choose to start their app there?
Okay, good question, Phil. So, like I said, we realized that we had to accelerate this journey and make it easier for people to do more with the Power Platform in Teams without leaving the context of Teams. And then we started thinking about the things that we could do to make this easy. The three things that we came up with was the first thing was for Power Apps, let's add an embedded experience so people could create an app right where they were without having to leave that
Mm.
context, without having to go to web portal or find the web portal. A lot of Teams users actually don't have the concept of Power Apps as such separately from Teams, so we wanted to put that at their fingertips. The second thing we wanted to do was also make it much simpler, so simplify that experience, give them that streamlined experience through something called the table designer. So we wanted to take away the burden of defining an entity and instead
Mhm.
making it simple in an Excel like format. So that's what we did. We added the table designer. And then the third thing we did was to actually also remove the burden of thinking about what does it take me to go have access to this functionality. So we just made it part of most Teams licenses. So most Teams users are able to just start off with Dataverse for Teams without having to worry about any of those things.
And you
So those
mean
were the
both
three.
using it and creating apps. Most team users can do
Exactly.
both.
Exactly. You can use as well as make apps because you know the solutions that you need to build best. So we just wanted to continue on this journey of empowerment of customers and allow them to build more and more things. And as an added bonus, we also created some out of the box app templates, which have been pretty popular, by the way. So there are 5 templates that we've put out there. They show the art of what's possible, but also you can extend them.
Yeah.
So use them as they are. They are industry agnostic mostly. They allow you to do things like get employee ideas, track your projects using the Milestones app, communicate using the Bulletins app, and so on, right? But make it your own. Like add whatever you want to and redeploy it to your organization. So that's what we are hoping people will do.
Yeah, those apps are a great starting point. And they make me a little jealous too, because they're beautiful, right? I can't build apps that
They
beautiful.
are.
They're really, really nice. Um,
Thank you.
so so we're talking about apps that are associated with a team, right? Dataverse for Teams. Does that mean it's not possible for me to take one of these apps and share it with my entire organization?
I'm so glad you asked that question. So our vision with these apps is that you should be able to build them anywhere, use them anywhere, and not really be confined to a team. So we talk about it in terms of build a personal app, build
Mm.
an app that you want to use for yourself, for your own productivity, or build a collaboration app that you might want to use in the context of your team, like share it with people you're sharing a team with, right? Your teammates use it to track your projects or other things like that. But then the third thing that we also open up is something called broad distribution apps, where we want you to be able to share your app with people outside the team in your organization that are not on that team.
Now, does that mean that everybody gets added into my team? Am I sharing my team with everybody in my company now?
No, you're not. You don't have to create a team that has everybody that you want to share the app with. We provide this model. We have this functionality called Share with Colleagues, which allows you to share with those outside the team without making them a member. And we've also simplified the sharing model a lot, because we let you then say what those users should be able to see and do with that app. So
Mm.
you might have a team, is a small team of people that are working on creating that app, but when you want to share it for with others for usage, they don't have to be on that team.
So if one of these apps is shared with me, how will I find it?
So let me show you how that works here. So when you go to your Teams app, you can get to your team store by clicking on apps right here on the left hand side.
Hmm.
When you click that, it opens this view. Now you go to build for it. This will be your tenant name.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's Microsoft. In here, when you scroll down, you can actually see this section built by your colleagues. And this is where you will see anything that has been built by others in your organization and shared with you.
Whether it's apps or bots, so that's actually a good thing.
It will show
Yeah.
you bots, apps.
Now, we're talking about Dataverse for Teams. I know some of my customers have been concerned that they're limited to 500 environments for Dataverse for Teams. So help me understand, how do we manage that limitation?
So this is something that we heard loud and clear. A lot of customers that we've spoken to were very excited by what this product is offering, but they wanted more of it. As a result, given that we are really customer focused and we keep
Yeah.
listening, we made changes there. And we said, okay, how do we better align with the team's seats that a customer has? So customers were coming up to us and saying, hey, 500 sounds great, but I have a lot more teams and I have a lot
Thousands.
more
Yeah.
team seats. Yeah. So we wanted to bring more alignment there. And we applied the same formula that we used for 500, but we extended it to say that you could get up to 10,000 environments.
It's a lot.
So if you had 200,000 seats, you would get 10,000. You could get less if you had less seats, but if you had more, we could also have conversations on how to get you there for to match your usage.
So
So
it's
that's the big change that we made and announced at Ignite.
so now I know then the next question I would anticipate from a customer is, wow, now 10,000 is a lot. How do I manage that as an administrator?
Yeah, we absolutely believe that IT admins, IT departments are our close partners and will actually help drive adoption in the right way. So it's important that we provide them with the peace of mind, with the control, visibility. So while this adheres to all of the other general policies that we have for governance,
Mhm.
we are doing more and more to ensure that this does not create an overhead. We are adding governance controls. We are adding a number of new features that will allow you to have that peace of mind and be more fire and forget. Some customers, some IT admins have asked us for approval flows. We are actually
Yeah.
looking through what can give you the most control without adding to your workload.
Workload. Yeah. This is great. Well, thank you for giving us a little bit of peek in what's coming and what's already been done. I know that we're seeing adoption of this take off like crazy, to the point that people are asking for more and more environments and environment limit to be raised. So thanks for taking time just to kind of give us this idea of what's coming.
It's absolutely a pleasure to be here today. I would hope that anyone who's watching this, please go check out ak.ms pat-what's new, and we will keep updating that location with new things that you could do, and go build an app. It's supposed to take you less than a few minutes.